So let's walk with me. 8. Proper round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, to the official listing of the Safaricom Green Bond at the Nairobi Securities Exchange this morning. Represented by Mr. Daniel Uaretiri. I hope I have pronounced it rightly. Our host, Nairobi Stock Exchange, led by Chair Kitoni. Distinguished leaders from our partner organizations, all my colleagues from Safaricom, members of the media, all protocols observed. Ladies and gentlemen, let me begin by thanking the speakers who have spoken before me for their thoughtful remarks. And I want to say, we do what we do, and we try to do it well. But sometimes, when you hear acknowledgement from others, that's when make it a little special. So we don't necessarily experience that till you hear from others. So for us, I think that's the moment that we heard from all of you what you think we have impacted, and that's how we do our work all the time. So I'm here on behalf of the team Safaricom and to welcome you for today's bell ringing ceremony. And this marks the formal listing of our first green bond under Safaricom's medium-term note program. Safaricom's color is green. What is Safaricom issuing? Green bond. And what is Safaricom issuing? First tranche with a green shoe option. So there is green, green and green. Now it's not a surprise that when our the pricing supplement went to public and it was a green bond, my friend and brother, Frank, who is here, sends me a WhatsApp message saying that, Dilip, this is catching the eyes of people of Kenya. Many of them are saying, is it the fancy way of talking about Safaricom green, or what is this green about? That was the statement, but then that was also about awareness. I think it's been a while that this market have not seen this kind of issuance. I think that's what comes out as part of the work that we are doing collectively here with the regulators and the issuers. So it's really a proud moment for all of us, and which is what we are sharing with our partners, regulators, investors, and stakeholders who have worked the journey with us. And this is impossible to do without all of you who are here, whether it is the approvals or all the work which happened with the Safaricom team and also everyone else who were involved. And from early discussions to successful completion to a point, there have been many occasions, and remember Frank have been asking Dilip, when do you think you guys will be coming to market with a bond issue? We have been preparing for this long, but I couldn't tell him when was that. And I think finally when you decided and the process it took, it just talks about the strong partnership that we had. When we decide to do something together, I think magic happens, and that was what culminated the today's event. And we sincerely extend our gratitude to all of you. And this is precisely because of that shared purpose that this transition matters so much to Safaricom. Our return to capital markets was deliberate, and it was funny. As I said, you don't realize the impact till the time you see it. Initially, we were thinking about what is so big deal about it. We are not investing, we are borrowing money. Yeah, and I was telling this on a lighter note, but I think that coming to the capital markets with a purpose, you raise capital for what you are raising capital was more important for us than just raising capital. And it's no surprise that if those of you are close to Safaricom balance sheet, you realize that all our long-term loans, and many of the banks are here, the partners here, you have participated there, they have been on sustainable loan, sustainability linked loan, and this one is a green bond or note, which is again very much linked to our sustainability. And this also kind of marks a broader shift in how we think our funding and how do we fund our business. And as I said, this is clearly anchored on our sustainable finance framework, which gives us the flexibility to access markets and also the diverse pool of liquidity that's available today. We aim to be innovative, disciplined, and aligned with the long-term evolution of Kenya's capital market. While this is an important milestone, but it's also about something much bigger, which my speakers have spoken about. We believe it reaffirms confidence in Kenya's capital markets, their depth, resilience, and capacity to mobilize long-term capital for productive investment, which Chairman and Frank, you spoke about. This transaction demonstrates what is possible when local capital markets are thoughtfully and deliberately engaged. And Safaricom is clearly proud to be playing its part in strengthening that ecosystem and choosing to build, raise capital, and invest at home. For our first issuance under this program, what mattered most, as always, is the purpose. We deliberately choose, as I mentioned, with a green bond because it speaks directly to who we are as Safaricom and the future we are helping to build. This bond is therefore more than just a financial instrument. It is a clear testament of our deepening commitment to our sustainability agenda and ESG and to financing Kenya's energy efficient digital future. The proceeds for this first issuance will support investment that power our network responsibly. I don't want to go to the list of all of this. I think some of you have spoken. It's about transition from legacy technologies to cleaner and more efficient solutions. In short, we are channeling capital into growth that is both digital and sustainable. For us, sustainability is just not about where capital goes. It is how capital is raised, priced, and allocated over the long term. It is that philosophy that shaped the design of our first tranche and why we are especially proud of what we have achieved. The issuance prioritized innovation and digital access, enabling investors to apply via USSD thanks to our partners who facilitated that, and of course payments pay by M-Pesa for the bond. I think that was also very well received. And this, of course, the approach has broadened the participation from Kenyans using the digital tools. The impact of that approach was clear, evident. 59% of all applications were made and paid through mobile money, which is not a surprise. 96% of all applications came from retail investors, which is we are very happy about. And there were 2,453 individual applications out of that. And behind those numbers are, of course, thousands of ordinary Kenyan savers, entrepreneurs, and households participating directly in the growth of a company they interact with every single day. That is digital and financial inclusion in action. The market response, as some of you already spoken about, was equally encouraging, with the bond achieving an oversubscription of 175% with total application of Kenya shilling 41.4 billion. This level of demand is more than just a strong book. It is clear vote of confidence in Safaricom's fundamentals, our strategy, and our long-term outlook. It is a vote of confidence and a powerful signal of confidence in Kenya's capital markets. And importantly, this issue is only the beginning. Safaricom is committed to shaping the evolution of capital market through active participation and continuous innovation. With initiatives like GD, our mobile market fund, More to come in this space. I don't want to talk about that now. We have already lowered barriers to saving and investing by bringing capital markets products closer to Kenyans. Looking ahead, we will continue to explore new ways to expand access and deepen participation. And we look forward to working together to continue pushing boundaries in innovation, sustainability, and more importantly, driving financial inclusion, where every Kenyan has access to investment options of their choice. In closing, I would like to sincerely thank our investors, our partners, many of you are here today, the Nairobi Stock Exchange, regulators, CMA, for their trust and collaboration. It was impossible for us to do what we have done without your support. Special thanks goes to our strong ecosystem of partners who played a critical role at every stage of transaction, including regulators who have given the approval in the record time. And I want to mention, in case I'm missing out, please excuse me. I want to talk about SBG Securities. They're here. Stanbic Bank. We heard Dr. Joshua spoke just now. Standard Chartered Bank. Darren Blair Investment Bank. Image Registers. Our legal advisors, Bowman's Kenya, and our accounting and assurance partners, PricewaterhouseCoopers. Your professionalism, expertise, and commitment ensured the seamless execution of this transaction. Ladies and gentlemen, today we are not just listing a bond. We are reaffirming our commitment to building a future that is digitally connected, environmentally responsible, and financially inclusive, supported by strong, accessible, and trusted capital markets. Thank you.